it's Jimmy Steele and Jackie Fargo. It's Jimmy, it's Jackie, it's the Oddcast episode 2. How are you, my dear?
I am well.
Let me say, at the time of this recording, it is the Friday. It's a big day for Jacqueline. The Friday before Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
So happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
And it's your son's birthday.
It is. Hooray.
How old?
4.
4. That's a good age.
I know. He's cute. He's a, menace.
Yeah. Well, you can't say men without menace.
Wow. Yeah.
Or vice versa.
There it is.
Yeah. 4 years old is when I had my earliest memories at 4.
Like dead serious.
Yeah, that I can remember. I remember at 4 years old being on my mother's bed watching the 1973 World Series between the Mets and the A's. That's like my earliest memory. That and like a Godzilla movie. Not at the same time.
Oh my God. I don't know if I remember anything when I was 4. I have a really good memory. You know that.
Yeah, she does. I mean, wow, what a memory.
But I have like bits and pieces of things, but like I don't know if I was 4. I feel like 6 was a good year for my memory to really kick in.
Right. Well, I told you my daughter, she always refers back to the God show that we took her to.
Oh, right. What a play, right?
Yeah, it was in Lancaster. They have that Sight and Sound Theater, and they always put on like these biblical shows. And like they have this show with like, let's say, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think it was Noah's Ark, right?
Love Noah's Ark.
Right. So Noah's Ark, and they bring out all the animals, real animals on stage. Not giraffes, but like, cows and
Like
a couple of horses.
elephants?
Real, I swear to God, real animals. And she remembered that from when she was like 4 or 5 years old. She's like, I remember you guys taking me to the God show.
I feel like that would be a good memory.
Right. Yeah. 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 I mean, totally better than, seeing dad drunk on the floor or something like that. Right. We won't talk about
But
that.
she probably has those too.
So, and, it's somebody else's birthday too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Only child's kicking in. Jimmy's birthday
Mother's
is Sunday,
Day.
So
No sharing.
yeah. It's overshadowed.
Overshadowed every year by my mother, by my wife. Now it's my kids are older, so now it kind of. I thought it would go back to, and like you have little kids, and it's like all on your husband, because your 6 and 4 year old are not going out and getting you cards. They might make them in school.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. No, they came home with little stuff.
Right. But it's on the hubs. And I got that when my kids are small. But now my kids are like basically both adults.
Right.
But I can't trust them.
No.
I feel like I gotta text them today.
Janelle, Donovan, are you listening to this?
Yeah. I know. Do you guys watch the Oddcast? It's kind of like the Odd
watching
Couple.
though.
What?
Speaking of watching.
Yeah.
It's a new feature.
We're on video.
Hello.
And if we're not on video, that means I screwed something up.
Or we've just given up because we can only do so much here. People.
We got the tutorial from Carl.
Yep.
What was that word he used? Nomenclature?
Nomenclature.
Nomenclature.
And all I could picture is like a little
gnome.
A garden gnome.
Oh my God. I swear to God, I did too.
Really?
Yeah, I pictured him with a gnome hat on. Hello, I'm a nomenclature.
A nomenclature.
Yeah, but at least I know what it is now.
You do?
I thought it was the when you have an icon on your computer and it has a name, right?
Okay.
So like, Jackie Photo 1, I think that's a nomenclature.
I'm going to Google it.
Okay, you Google it while I talk about, thank you for the birthday wishes, by the way. I talk about today's topic. So we have a split show, and I'll just tell you right now what our first topic is. And these, by the way, both topics today, written and brought up and thought up by Jackie herself.
Woo! I have the definition, by the way.
Okay, nomenclature.
The devising or choosing of names for things, especially in a science or other discipline. So, I guess what you were saying was your face.
Wait, you mean it's not gnomes? Has nothing to do with gnomes?
Absolutely nothing to do with gnomes in your garden or elsewhere. But naming things on the computer is how it came up. So I get it now.
Wow.
But
I don't know if I'm more impressed.
I would have been like, rename that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I'm more impressed that I gleaned that through my skull from Carl talking about it, or that Carl actually knew that it was nomenclature?
I mean, all around.
I mean, we're in the Carl and Gotts studio right now, the main studio. This looks at all familiar to you, it's because when they do their videos on air, this is where they are. You're sitting in Gotts' seat.
Yeah, I had to put a towel on top of it because I was told I was brave for sitting here. But yeah, we hijacked their cameras, their seats. So, I mean, well, I did. Yeah. You're here often.
And this is where I stand when I'm on the air.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have liked a seat, but we only had one high top seat, so.
No, we have another one, but it's like a stool.
Yeah.
There's that one and then
that I don't like that one Carl uses. It looks like a sex swing or something.
But if like people start paying attention, maybe we can afford to buy you a new chair.
Yeah. If we can get sponsors like Habitat for Humanity, we already have them on the air.
They're a charity themselves.
Oh, right.
We're a charity now too.
Well, if there's a chair that they don't want, watching a bunch of chairs over the weekend. Okay, so today's topics. First one, Jackie, tell us about the Wii Sports Team obsession that you thought of, and it's brilliant.
Okay, so there are probably more than two types of people, but in this scenario, there's definitely just two types of people.
Okay, fair enough.
There's the people that have a sports team and refer to their sports team by name or whatever, like, hey, the Yankees, they're doing well, or the Knicks, they're in the playoffs, etc. And then there's the other people, this other group of fans, and they're the we people.
The we and us people.
Yeah, they're like, we have a game tonight. We're getting ready. And it's like, you're in a pickleball league. Like, what's your game? You're playing bocce. And they're like, no, man, the Yankees. And you're like, oh. You're going out there with Judge and you're on the mound. Or what are you doing exactly?
Where did Booney put you in the order? Where are you batting?
Yeah, and I'm making fun of these people.
But are one.
I'm a wee person.
And it irks the hell out of me, and I'll tell you why. Because it's insult to injury. Because all last year during the World Series, as your Dodgers beat my Yankees in embarrassing fashion, you had to be like, yeah, we, us, we. And meanwhile, I'm going, yeah, the Yankees, they. And every once in a while, I'll fall into it and go, yeah, we. And then I immediately get douche chills. I'm like, oh, I can't be like that guy. I can't be that guy. But there's so many of those guys. Our friend Peter. He's
a we.
He is an annoying we because he not only talks we, he texts we. I said, he's a big Rangers guy. So I said, hey, Pete, I text him. I said, what do you think about the Pittsburgh coach got fired? The Penguins coach got fired. This is just last week. The Penguins coach got fired. What do you think maybe for the Rangers? Because they got rid of their coach, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, we tried to get him last year. Oh, really? How much money did you put out of your pocket
He was
for
in
that?
the negotiating room.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He was there with the agent.
Yeah, right.
Like it's so annoying. And then we this and we that.
Yeah.
And
I
us.
like the we people though. And also, like, I don't know if people know this. I interned with the Blue Claws. Woohoo! Shout out to the Claws. Worked there for 2 years. And so even when I refer to the Blue Claws sometimes,
oh no,
I will say like we, but not like now, not like, oh, we have a game tonight, which they do. And guess who's throwing out the first pitch, but they don't know it yet? My kids.
Your kids?
Yes. Side note.
So anyway, you literally can refer to it as we.
We. Tonight is a we. But they had won, the Blue Claws had won the championship.
Yeah. Sally League championship.
Sally League when I was there.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh yeah, we won the championship that year. Like, I didn't do shit. I was in the merchandise store. The Claws Cove.
That is acceptable.
That's when I get to be a we?
Right, yeah. Sweet. I don't refer to the rat as we. I refer to the rat as the rat. Yeah.
It's very we, though.
It is, but I like to distance myself. I'm me. I refer to me as me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I refer to me as we. But yeah, it is a very, very annoying sort of thing. And simply, in my opinion, it comes off as, what's the word I'm looking for? Not bougie.
No.
But like very like self-important,
I guess that's how you perceive
It
it.
is. That's why I don't do it.
I don't, like, if I'm saying I'm a Dolphins fan, right? The Dolphins suck. If I'm like, we suck. Yeah. Like that, you don't really, there's some teams you don't want to claim sometimes. And yet I'm still
as a Jets
saying
fan.
You're a Jets. You know.
Yeah, but at the same time, well, first of all, the Jets win the Super Bowl and we win the Super Bowl. Like I think we actually might win the Super Bowl first.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but it's a very interesting thing. And to that point, we have a big game tomorrow night. And by we, I mean the Knicks.
Knicks. I'm
you
wearing
got
my
your Knicks gear on.
yeah,
now I'm going to
rocking
tell you.
it.
I need you to stand up for this.
Okay.
Stand up. Try to stay within camera range. Okay. So now for this, switch the camera over. Give you a little shout. Go. Hey. Whoo.
Ha. Hey.
Still didn't do it.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
hold on.
See,
There
we're
you go.
new
You're
here.
back.
We're new
All
here
right.
to the camera.
Now turn around so your back is facing the camera. What the hell? Did you get that off of like the
Oh, the camera. Oh, there you go.
There it is. Did you get that off of the discount rack?
I got it from TJ Maxx.
Because you know what's wrong with it, right? You see? It's not equal. It's like this.
Well, maybe it's my body. Maybe it's my shoulders. Are they not
Bro,
equal?
no.
Well,
No, turn around again. Show the basketball, it's like this. Then now turn back to me. Turn back to me. The basketball is like this.
oh, you're being a jerk.
No, I'm being dead serious. But anyway.
But like,
that
it's
was it.
supposed to be like that.
So we got a problem with that.
oh my gosh.
But yes, big game for the Knicks. So you're wearing your outfit. I only have that hoodie, so it's really hard for me to wear
The
that.
giant
today. It
orange
is so
one.
hot in here.
Well, this room in particular is a little sauna.
It's brutal. It's
Yeah.
brutal.
Well,
So that was what we wanted to talk about with the sports teams. And again, Jackie is one, so she's not really bashing it as much as, and I'm not bashing it, but I just feel like it comes off as just a little pretentious. That's the word.
pretentious is a good word for
Yeah.
it. I still support the we people.
Let's say
We the people.
We the people, yeah.
Give-
We Americans,
Yeah.
we can say we.
Yeah.
Now listen to this. Let's say if I have season tickets to the Yankees, am I entitled to say we more?
Yes. Well, Seahawks, right? Seattle Seahawks. They call it the 11th man, right?
Yeah.
Am I getting that right? 12th
12th
man?
man.
Well, I don't know why I said 11th. I haven't finished my coffee yet.
Because you love 7-Eleven.
Anyway, the 12th man, brain problem there. But then it's we. That's a
Right.
we. They're literally gifting you the we because they're saying, fans, you're part of this team too.
I agree. But
But if you're not a Seahawks fan, you're
yeah, exactly. It's just funny. Like at what point do you get to say we? Like I think Blue Claws, you were part of the team, right? The guy that sweeps the clubhouse, the Yankees, when they win the World Series this year, he's gonna say, "Hey, we win." He might even get a ring. Is that it? You listen. If you get a ring when you win the championship, then you're allowed to say we. If not, you're not allowed to say we.
Well, I did not get a ring for the Blue Claws, but I do have one thanks to my husband. So I feel
Right.
we're
yeah.
still we in there.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So that is topic one today. It's moving fast, Jackie. We're almost halfway through.
I don't like. Last week I could see the clock. This week I can't see the clock. Stress me out.
It's all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't really actually care, but
Yeah, no, it's good. Now listen. By the way, last week's episode we got some good responses. Only been up for a
did.
few days.
I know. I was really proud of
Coworkers.
people for listening.
Yeah, coworkers. So who said that they listened and they gave us kudos? Somebody that doesn't work with us?
I feel like somebody told us that this morning, and it was
Yeah.
in one ear and right out the
yeah,
other.
exactly.
Yeah, whoops, sorry.
Sorry, we don't pay attention. We don't pay attention. Anyway, so tell me about your town, Jackie, and tell me
Oh, no,
about...
you know who it was? Sorry. Barbara Farrer.
Oh,
And
our
we do
friend
love Barbara.
We do love Barbara. Yes,
thank you,
Former
Barb.
coworker. She
We
listened, and
care.
she said she fell asleep to it. Which I guess
Oh, gosh. The lovely sound of our
Yes,
voice.
exactly. So tell me about your town, Jackie. What is going on in that town on social media?
Oh, my gosh. I think I'm in a lot of groups just because, like you, we post for the Rat in different groups, like possibly events.
Right.
and
So we have
whatnot.
to, part of our job, besides being on the air or being in marketing like Jackie, is we write stories for our website. And we do videos, what have you. And a lot of it is of local flavor because we are a rock station at the Jersey Shore and that's who we care about more than anybody. We love our listeners in Budapest and California and everywhere else, but our peeps are Monmouth Ocean. That's our family. That's where we are from.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about for us. So to get ingratiated into, in our stories, eyeballs on our stories, we become members of the various surrounding towns, and so we can post on them.
Yeah.
But within that, that's a double-edged sword, because you get to post your stories, but you also get sucked into the drama, and I think that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, but I everyone knows it, right? Like, the town Facebook groups are the funniest. Like, oh, did anyone hear that fox? Like, there was a fox last night.
Yeah.
Or like, anyone have, Marie said today, she's like, is it a scam? Or is it every day somebody's like, have you seen my Amazon package? Like, it wasn't on my porch. Here's the picture.
Yeah.
Like, how is this happening so much? But it is.
It's crazy, and I have a lot to say about this, as I know you do. But I will say this. I live in Silverton, in the northeast corridor of the lovely River of Toms. And in Silverton, there are wonderful people. 99% of the people are wonderful, but they're also like bat crap crazy. And there is the thing, and I don't know if maybe this happens over by you, but why are so many people starting duct cleaning businesses?
Oh my gosh.
What is with the duct cleaning?
I haven't
business?
seen one in a hot minute.
It's a scam.
It's got to be.
It's got to be a scam.
Yeah.
There are so many duct cleaning and there's women. Oh, my husband and I are starting a duct cleaning business, and she's got this mask on. Looks like she's got COPD.
Oh my God.
Right?
Well, if you are starting a duct cleaning business, by all means, give our sales department a call.
Yeah, really.
Help you advertise
Listen,
better
advertise.
than the Facebook pages of the town group. But no, I just think those pages, they have the juiciest tea. I love when people fight with their neighbors. But like, I hate it, honestly, because I'm just like, this is literally your neighbor. These are the people that live in your community, that work in your community, that are around the corner from you. Like, you're fighting with them, but then all of a sudden a bad windstorm comes, your garbage can blows away, and you're like, oh, has anyone seen my garbage can? Yeah. And now you know where it is. It's at the guy's house that you cursed off last week.
Dude, you got to be a good neighbor in life. That's the bottom line. You got to be a good neighbor. And when you get on social media with these people that live close to you, it tends to be a problem.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand. I've seen people. The worst is the people that complain about other people's kids.
Oh my! I don't know if
they
I've
were
seen
riding
a lot
their
of that.
bicycles in the middle of the road.
Yeah,
they were on Kettle Creek Road, and they were pedaling right in the middle. And I was coming down the street, and I was doing 39.2 miles an hour, just below the 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. And they were pedaling in the middle of the road. And do you know what one of them did? They popped a wheelie right in front of. Yes, and then they flipped me off.
The bicycles.
And here's the best. And here's a photo of them.
No.
You're putting a photo of a kid? Of children?
You've seen the ding dong ditch ones? Like, people will post like, oh, whose kid is this? Yep. And it's like, oh man, like, get your Ring camera out of here.
Oh, and then that's the other thing.
But it is like, I mean, if somebody egged my house, I'd be like, whose freaking kid is this?
Oh yeah, I had my son's
Oh yeah, you just
friends,
had your
my
house
son's
egged.
frenemies.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Egged our house.
Frenemies.
And so that's when we started we upgraded our membership of Ring to the recording. I have 2 cameras like on Ring.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm like hilted up, Nobody's getting into my compound without, because the dog's useless.
Oh, well, yeah. Useless.
So I started paying for the recording and storing the recording, and stuff like that. And you wouldn't believe the stuff you see, right? First of all. But the other thing is, it's like, neighborhood. I'm like, neighborhood? What's this?
Oh, yeah.
And you think like people are going to be like, oh, hey, listen, they're doing milling and paving on blah, blah, blah street. Or, hey, helpful stuff. It's that crap all over again,
right.
Jackie.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Nextdoor has it too. Like the Nextdoor app.
Yes.
They're notorious for if you heard the fox screaming in the middle of the night.
Oh, my
or
God.
like.
Well, what was that sound?
Well, yeah. What was that sound?
What was that sound? And then somebody invariably puts up, at least down by me, somebody invariably puts up the Lakehurst
The
bombing
bomb
schedule.
thing. Yeah.
You know? And then, but they still don't watch. You know,
No.
they don't want answers.
Yeah.
They just want problems.
I know. I love it though.
Yeah.
It's very useful. Like, is anyone's water brown? Is anyone's
Yeah.
power out? But like, it's every day, so it's just redundantly
Yeah.
funny.
And then the best is, and you're gonna like this. The best is, does anyone have any recommendations on someone that can fix a fence? And then everybody, right?
Yeah.
And then people are like bitching, like, no, this guy sucks. He ripped me off. No, this guy's. And then the best is every single time on like our Silverton page, my buddy Chris just writes, nope.
No,
He answers them.
like he has to comment.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Does anybody have any recommendations? Nope. and then the pizza, hey, what's a good, my family and I are thinking about getting pizza tonight. Like, who?
You're so.
You know what I mean? Am I right though?
Yeah.
My family and I are thinking about getting pizza.
It's Friday night in New Jersey. Everyone's getting
we
pizza.
spent the day nomenclaturing, and now we're thinking about getting pizza. Does anyone have any recommendations on Hooper Avenue between, say, Fisher Boulevard and whatever street? So like they're looking
really zoned in.
It's a zone.
They want you to give you. That's one of those like, I want my family to see that I posted this, but I want the answer that I already want. Like you're giving.
You want the answer that you already know.
Right. Like
Right.
you're giving such a specific limit. You already have something in mind. You just need backup.
Just drivel and drag, and then people start bashing businesses. What
that's
are
not
you
cool. I hate
doing?
that.
Bash. If you have a problem, a
Yeah.
legitimate problem with the business, guess what? There's a company. It's been in business for hundreds of years, I feel.
Yeah.
They're called the Better Business Bureau. Contact them. You just go on the computer and go, doot, 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 doot. And then you say, this pizzeria put rat fur in my pie or my calzone or whatever. But you don't go on Facebook in front of thousands of your neighbors and in front of the place itself,
Right.
and bash it when you might not even be true. You could just be lying. People lie.
Yeah.
I've seen it because
Yeah.
if you remember, like, again, I'll go back to my neighborhood, Silverton. We have a lot of, we're fat, okay? We like
Oh my
our
gosh.
pizza. We got like 8 pizzerias in like a half-mile radius. And so I said, what's the best pizza in Silverton? And I thought, I knew what I was going to get, right?
Right.
People were going to be like, boom, boom, because I wrote a whole story about it.
Sure.
Right? So I put the story up, and then people started commenting, and I was like, okay, this is great, interaction.
Yeah.
But then I realized it was just like Pizza Parlor A bitching Pizza Parlor B out, and Pizza Parlor C saying, you both suck. And I was like, wait a minute, this isn't what I wanted to happen. I wanted it to be a
No.
positive experience.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
if I said to you, hey Jackie, what's some of the best restaurants in New York City? And if you had the experience, you'd say, oh, Tavern on the Green or whatever,
Right.
the place that you liked. But you wouldn't be like, oh, I don't know what's the best, but I can tell you this place effing sucks. You know
I
what
don't know. Maybe
you wouldn't
I
go-
would.
You might,
but
then-
not on a public forum.
Exactly.
Like if you asked me, I would be like, "Oh, you know what? We had a great dining experience there, but at X place, but like at Y place, like really, you wait a long time and it's not worth it, or whatever." But those
Right.
are for. Those conversations need to be had, but
Personal
privately.
reviews.
Yeah,
Right.
privately.
Exactly.
I don't know. I love the I love I don't know what social media is good in ways and then bad in ways, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the drama.
In summation, social media is good.
Social media is good.
Now, so I think what you're trying to say is that,
There's a
these
time and a
ta-
place for everything.
and these town pages do have a use. They are useful.
No, they're so beneficial
Yeah.
in so many ways. But then there's just some of these comments are very redundant,
Yeah.
and it just makes it funny.
I
And then
will-
you get sarcastic comments like Chris
Yeah, yeah.
or just other people.
Right.
Right.
I will tell you.
Clowns.
I will tell you a story where people coming together on a town page was super helpful. Okay. Gary lost his boat cushion in the lagoon. No. Just kidding.
I thought this was going to be
No.
for real.
So when I come out of my street, out of my little neighborhood, you make a left, and people bought this house that had been abandoned for a while, and they put up a white picket fence. I think it's vinyl. I'm not 100% sure, but it was white.
Okay.
They put up a normal 6-foot picket fence. The problem was because of the way their house is a corner lot, and there's a tree right in the corner. If they went inside the tree, they'd have no front/side yard.
Right.
So they went outside this giant tree, like the trunk is from me to you. It's big, right?
Okay.
So because they went out, it was on the edge of their property, and when you pulled up to look left, you can't see left because it's blocking it, and you got cars whizzing down, right? And it was scary. And I thought at first, I'm like, am I the only one noticing this? And then my daughter, whose car was low to the ground, she was like, oh, this is bad. This is bad. So lo and behold, I said to myself, maybe I should just go on our page, our community page, our town page. I go to look on it, and there's already people talking about it. So
like, be careful. It's hard to say.
Yes. So then out of the blue, we find out, I think the people were renters, and they got in contact with the landlord. And within a week to 10 days, they removed the fence and put one of those dip fences down. Looks beautiful. You can see so much better.
That's great.
And it was because, everybody started talking about it, and there was nobody bitching because nobody even knew who to bitch about. Right?
No, and also that's a safety concern. Like, again, some of these things are very valid.
Right. Yeah, that was a good point.
Most of it is. It's just you also have the funny comment.
Right. And then you get people that, like, I've had a few people like this in my neighborhood. They just like to be they don't like anybody, get off of my lawn kind of people, just the social media get off of my lawn type people. So, you get that anyway.
Yeah.
But that was a good thing that happened with the fence. And Gary found his floating cushion.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was down to the other side of the lagoon.
Oh,
but thank God everyone.
But I have, for real, I have seen like Lost Kayak or whatever, and people get reunited with their belongings. Hate to see a lost dog. Love to see the reunion, though.
Oh.
Right?
Yes. What's better? There's nothing better.
I know.
I'll wrap it up with another story of my friend Chris.
Rager. Shout out.
Bad storm, wind, rain. Next morning, someone who I actually know, I don't think he knew at all, but I know in the neighborhood, writes, hey, the wind swept my recycling can away. If you find it, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, this street.
Yeah.
He just comments right underneath. First comment, finders keepers.
Oh my God. Yeah. See, but like if you know Chris, like it sounds so savage, but he's funny.
Yeah, but if you don't know him,
but I hope you're not listening.
You're in the mafia.
He
might be in trouble.
We're not gonna give him the credit.
No, we're not giving him a pass or credit. I'm just saying that actually happened. But all right, Jackie. Well, that's about it. Thank you so much. Any appearances this weekend? Will you be doing stand up or anything like that? You want to talk about?
No.
Okay. I'll be in the backyard pulling weeds and picking up dog shit for my wife for Mother's Day.
Why is Mother's Day like a secret gardening holiday?
It is.
Right?
It is. It's hanging plants, 3 for $30.
3
to 4 foot arbor vibes we'll be getting.
Cocoa nests.
Cocoa nest
baskets.
Petunias. Impatiens. I have no patience for impatience. It's all coming. It's all happening this weekend. 75 degrees and sunny by the time people
We got to get some Dipladanias. We're both big fans of the Dipladanias.
Dipladania and Mandavellas.
Mandavellas.
Costco killer Mandavellas.
Really?
Yeah. We'll save that for next week because maybe we'll have them in the
whole plant special.
Thanks a lot. And hey, man, listen, it's the Oddcast. Stay odd, everybody. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you next time.
Toodaloo.